The house of Judah. As foretold by the prophets of old, scattered to the four corners of the earth, in shackles and in chains, only to remain in the land of their captivity until the time of the Gentiles would be fulfilled, as foretold by Hamashiach. You see, family, in previous lessons we showed how the Israelites of old were a black Negroid race, confirmed and verified beyond a shadow of doubt through multiple sources. For example, we can find depictions of the ancient tribe of Judah in roughly 701 BC, living close to the Gaza Strip. Depicted on the smooth walls of the Lakesh relief as a Negroid people, having short, nappy, woolly hair, as described in the Bible. We also pointed out that a secondary source consisting of cranial analysis confirmed that the ethnicity of the inhabitants of Judah and Lakesh were Egypto-Nubian people, which would be expected because Israel lived in Egypt. And yet, today we have a war by a people claiming to be Israel who don't quite look like ancient Israel, whose DNA shows them to have originated from the biblical land of Ashkenaz, the lands of Japheth, located at the foot of the Caucasus Mountains. The Israelis versus Hamas, the Israelis versus Hezbollah, the Israelis versus Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, and potentially Pakistan. Things are getting way out of hand, family. We have Russia repositioning its warplanes, which carry hypersonic nuclear missiles, within striking distance of the US's repositioned Mediterranean fleet. We have Iran threatening Israel with direct war. We have Yemen apparently firing missiles, cruise missiles, and a drone towards Israel, intercepted by a U.S. ship in the Red Sea. And things are just getting started. What's going on, family? I mean, what's really going on in the so-called Middle East? You see, the world appears to be spiraling towards World War III, all because of the events taking place in the state of Israel. Well, to better understand what may be taking place in the Middle East, let's start by identifying the Israelis based on a recent DNA study published in October 8th, 2023. It is in this study that we find the origin of some of the Israeli people. And the next reference reads, the highlight of the very partial results is that the Y chromosome in the man belongs to the J2 haplogroup, a haplogroup of closely related DNA sequences that is believed to have originated originated in the Caucasus or Eastern Anatolia, a vast area including modern-day Eastern Turkey, northwestern Iran, Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and southern Russia. Remember, the Bible tells us that Japhet would live in the tents of Shem. Genesis chapter 9, verse 27 reads, Yahuwah shall enlarge Japhet, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Now, the Bible also tells us that the sons of Esau would appoint the land of Israel into his own possession. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 5 reads, Therefore thus says Yahuwah, Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land unto their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for prey. The scriptures also warn that the land of Israel would become a burdensome stone for those who would dare to lay claim to her. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3 reads, And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut to pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. This is why, family, we see such turmoil in these last days, particularly in Gaza. What you may not know is that the inhabitants of Gaza have a judgment placed upon them from Yahuwah himself, because they have sold the children of Yehudah to the children of Esau. Amos chapter 1, verse 6 reads, Thus says Yahuwah, For 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive, or slavery, the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. But I will send fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof. And I will cut off the inhabitant of Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon. And I will turn mine hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, says Yahuwah. Thus says Yahuwah, For 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus says Yahuwah, For 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And so the descendants of Gaza and Tyrus sold the children of Yehudah to Esau, who has a perpetual hatred for his brother Israel, and is arguably Israel's greatest biblical enemy of all times. And the next reference reads, Psalms chapter 137, verse 7 reads, Remember Yahuwah, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone. Now note, Edom and Esau is referred to as the daughter of Babylon, who will be destroyed by the Most High. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 28 reads, Yahuwah has opened his army and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahuwah of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day has come, the time of their visitation, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahuwah, of Elohim, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done. Do unto her, for she has been proud against Yahuwah, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, says Yahuwah. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, says Yahuwah Zabaoth, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 11 reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Yahuwah has brought forth our righteousness come. And let us declare in Zion the work of Yahuwah our Elohim. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields, and Yahuwah has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, or Iran. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it. Let me say that again, family. It says, Yahuwah shall raise up the kings of the Medes, who is Iran, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahuwah, the vengeance of his temple. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. But listen, fam, it says, prepare the ambushes. For Yahuwah has both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end has come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Yahuwah of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up and shout against thee. Now note, family, Esau is referred to as Babylon and the daughter of Babylon. And Esau, the daughter of Babylon, appointed Yahuwah's land into his own possession. In other words, Esau gave the land of Yahuwah to himself, meaning that the people who gave the land of Israel and the people who received the land of Israel were the same people, the descendants of Esau. And also notice that Yahuwah prophesied to raise up the spirit of the Medes, who are the Iranians today. And we note, family, this is Yahuwah's doing. It reads, Yahuwah has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, aka the Iranians. Think about that, family. And once Yahuwah raises up the spirit of the Medes, he will use it to destroy Esau. Obadiah verse 1 verse 8 reads, If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of his confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, says Yahuwah, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy man, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. And so, family, look for the spirit of the Medes. Look to see if Yahuwah raises up the Medes to destroy the mount of Esau. All right, so family, this ends the short lesson concerning Esau and the Medes. And hopefully this blessed you and helped your family. And as always, thank you to those who continue to lift me and my family up in your thoughts and prayers. And thank you to those who continue to donate and support this platform. And also, family, please like and share this video to help this message get out to our brothers and sisters of Israel. And with that, family, stay blessed, Israel, and shalom.